I suppose, coming to this session, already you can see the mood either up here or down there. It's somewhat of a kind of uncertainty that we have already talked about. We've had questions. Definitely, I don't have an answer. When you look at the economic outlook, business outlook, really depends on a number of other factors. Again, for what I can see, if you look at the global business environment, here I can share, a little bit about what happened, in the neighboring countries, because a lot of our businesses have investment in the neighboring countries, and of course in North Asia, like China. I just came back from a trip from China just over the weekend. One of my clients, has this issue that, when it comes to the balance sheet, fortunately in this case, their cash flow is still quite stable. But what remains to be a problem are two items on the balance sheet. I think we as accountants, we are quite familiar with numbers and items on the balance sheet. And these two numbers are inventory and accounts receivable. Now, just as China was preparing to celebrate the Year of Ox, and the fact that many things have happened, bad news came in on the economic front. In fact, their fourth quarter economy, the GDP, at 6.8% now. To many of us, 6.8% is a great number. It's almost 7% GDP growth. But to them, that was the slowest pace in 7 years. Because the previous quarter, it was 9%. So going down from 9 to 6.8 and further down to China, you have read a lot, is already going down and suffering. Now, many of the companies in southern China, in fact, there are news, in the Guangdong province, for SME, about 35,000. I think that figure may be understated. I read it, from the press in China. 35,000 SME have already been closed down. Now, back to this company, when they look at their receivables and inventory, these are two big numbers, and they have to make very, very significant provision. And one of them, for accounts receivable, almost as number is somewhat like 80 to 90% of the 100% accounts receivable. Now, when I ask them why are you doing such a drastic, measure, taking those steps, make 80% provision, and the MD just told me couldn't find some of these people. Company closed down, the big boss disappeared, can't find them. So when we are doing audit, because we have to also test existence, we have the same problem. Go and call out, cannot get them. So how do you do existence test of some of these debtors? It's a big challenge to auditors. Do you believe they exist in the first place? If you do, but now they are not there, so should you still have the number there? So there's a lot of these things happening. I suppose not in China, but I'm sure in other parts of the world as well. And that shows that really, if you look at it as accountants, when you look at those numbers, those historical, but normally we want to, project those numbers into 2019. That really the outlook, if that is the case, people are running away. Businesses are closing down, if they have got investment in those countries. It's going to be a big challenge.